amusement park. Did you get to ride some of the rides? Yeah. Was there a ride you couldn't ride because you had to be this tall? Bummer, isn't it? You go to the amusement park, you hear the noise, you hear the rides, and you see one. Mom, Dad, I gotta ride that, I gotta ride that. Come on, let's go. Okay, okay. You get in that long line that goes about 3 times around the earth, I believe. And then you get up there and you can see, I'm now at the little turnstiles, I'm almost there. And Dad says, oops, look over here. And there's that little thing that says you must be this tall to ride this ride. And as you look at it, it looks like it's up to there. Why couldn't you ride the ride?
Because you're not big enough.
You're too short. Okay. Tonight we're going to talk about being like Jesus. Jesus is the best example of someone who loved God, built relationships, and made disciples. We'll look at the story of Zacchaeus to learn what it means to be like Jesus. Jesus was walking on his way to Jerusalem, and as always, crowds of people were following him. On the way, a poor blind man had called out to him, hoping to be healed. So Jesus gave him his sight, and everyone there praised God. Jesus kept walking until he got to the city of Jericho. He was just passing through when he came to a huge crowd. In that crowd was a man named Zacchaeus.
I want to see. Hey, let me see Jesus.
The crowd ignores Zacchaeus or gives him mean looks. No one lets him through. You see, Zacchaeus was a tax collector. Not just any tax collector, he was the chief tax collector. Not very many people like tax collectors because many times they took more money than they should and kept it for themselves. The crowd didn't think Zacchaeus had any business talking to a man as wonderful as Jesus. And even if they liked him, it didn't really matter because Zacchaeus was, well, kind of short.
He's coming. I see him down the road.
Great. I'm never going to see Jesus now. A tree. I'm going to climb it.
Hello, Jesus. Welcome to Jericho. We're so glad you're here. Just one thing. I have this cousin. She's been sick for months.
Hey, Jesus, I heard how much you love fish and loaves, so I made some this morning. And also, I would like you to come to my house and talk about the law with me. It's so intriguing.
Jesus, I have a granddaughter that I would really love for you to meet.
Zacchaeus! Zacchaeus, what are you doing in that tree? Come down from there. I'm going to go to your house today.
Hey, what?
That's right. Come on down there. Let's go.
Yes. Right away.
Like, seriously? Does Jesus even know who that guy is? Does he even know what he does for a living? Like,
Really? I thought Jesus had some taste. I can't believe he would go in that man's house. Jesus is not the man I thought he was. I know. Such a holy man eating with such a sinner. I can't believe it.
Jesus, I'm so glad you came. We've got so much to talk about. Let's go to my house. See, Jesus, I've been thinking about what you were talking about, and I've realized I need to change my life. I'm going to go back and I'm going to give to the poor half of my money that I've made, and then I'm going to find all the people that I stole from, and I'm going to go pay them back 4 times the amount that I stole.
That's great, Zacchaeus. And because of this, salvation has come to your house today. I know I said it was hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven, but through God, all things are possible. You see, whenever we do what God wants us to do, then He will bless us and He will give us what we need. And God has changed your heart. He has changed you from the way you were, and you are now a true son of Abraham, a true son of God. And you know, Zacchaeus, that kind of reminds me of a story. There once was a master, and he left some money with some of his servants.
Servants, I'll be going away for a while to purchase some land. While I'm gone, I want you to see after my property. To you, I'll give 10 minas. To you, 5. And to you, 1.
The master went away for several months, but after a long time, he came back to check on his servants to see what they had done with his money.
Here you go, Master. I took the 10 minas you gave me to make 10 more minas.
Well done. And to you, have 10 more.
Here you go, Master. I took the 5 minas you gave me, and I made them 5 more minas. Here you go.
Very good, very good. And here's 5 more.
Here you go, Master. It's just the 1 mina you gave me. I was afraid that if I did something wrong, I would lose it.
Why would you do that? You could at least put it in a bank to earn some interest. Here, take your mina and give it to the one with 10.
But, sir, she already has 10.
Just do it. To the one who has more will be given. The one who has less, even that will be taken away.
You see, Zacchaeus, it's not how much money or talents that we have, but it's what we do with it that counts. When we use all that we have for God as much as we can, then He will give us even more.
And with that, Jesus left for Jerusalem. In this story, Jesus loved God by telling Zacchaeus that he could be saved, even though a lot of people didn't like him and he had done a lot of wrong things. Zacchaeus loved God by trusting that God could change his life. He gave up his money so that he could serve God, even though that was hard to do. Jesus built relationships by going into Zacchaeus' home and spending time with him. Zacchaeus built relationships through mending relationships he had hurt in the past by returning money to those from whom he had stolen. Jesus made disciples by leading Zacchaeus to salvation and then teaching him about what he was supposed to do with a life that had been changed and given to God. When we love God, build relationships, and make disciples, we are acting like Jesus. And the Bible tells us that if we live like Jesus lived, we will have the best life on earth and a life in heaven with Jesus. What are some ways that Zacchaeus acted like Jesus?
He said that he would give all his money back and he would give forth as much as money he stole.
Very good. What are some things that Jesus did in this story that we should do too?
Ty? Tell parables. That's good. Do you remember what a parable is?
Tell God, Jesus telling God,
A parable is a story that teaches you something. And it's usually Jesus teaching somebody the truth.
Was Zacchaeus liked by the people? No. Did Jesus let that stop him? No. Very good. How can we use our blessings and talents to be more like Jesus?
Share, that's great. That's right. Did Jesus share? He shared with everybody, didn't he? What else? What can we do to be more like Jesus? Yes, ma'am.
make more disciples and teach them how to make more disciples too.
Oh, that's right. We can teach people about the Bible and how to obey God. Did Jesus teach Zacchaeus how to obey God? Yes. Holden?
Help. Take care of them.
Take care of others? That's a great one, Holden.
Blowing up your mind, JD, whatever your name is. It's JD.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Pardon?
Forgive people who do wrong.
Oh, that's a really big one, isn't it? Forgive people when they do something not nice to us. That's great.
So So Jesus was our example tonight of liking the unlikable person, taking somebody where they are, blessing them, and lifting that individual up. And that needs to be a lesson for us. If Jesus can do it, so can I. Thank you. You guys have been great.
All right, let you